Hello, welcome back to another episode of Early Morning Barking. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and all of those YouTubey things I'm supposed to ask you to do. Also, there's some socially things here, and if you could follow me, that would be great, and sort of share the posts and stuff. Basically, there's a lot of things I want you to do for me, and we'll just start every video with that now, okay? So we'll move on from that to talking about NPD and arrogant and haughty behaviour, which sounds so wonderful to me. It sounds so old world British about being so haughty. I feel like I should be in an old black and white movie talking about people's haughtiness. But no, I'm in a YouTube video talking about my own haughtiness because it makes you a dick. This is a horrible, horrible thing to have to live with. It's exactly what it sounds like, as with a lot of the NPD ones. There's not really a lot of explanation needed when I tell you that one of the markers of this personality disorder is arrogant and haughty behaviour, which I have to say very carefully for some reason. Arrogant and haughty behaviour. Never mind. What you have to understand is how pervasive it is in our lives, and how negatively it affects us. I guess I'm talking to people who don't have this at the moment. And if you do have this, you can just nod along with me about how miserable we actually are because of it. You kind of think you're better than everyone and everything is beneath you. And so what that means is you don't like anything or anyone. Okay? That takes so much joy out of your life. It's unbelievable. It takes people, things, art, music, movies, games, everything. You can't like any of it because it's all beneath you. Everything. It takes a lot. And I miss so much stuff that I don't get to like because it exists. For no particular reason, just because everything is beneath me in some way, shape or form. It's a horrible situation, as you can tell. It doesn't just happen on a one-to-one basis. It's not just a personal thing. In fact, it is completely impersonal, right? We don't know anything about anything. We just don't like anything. We don't know people that we don't like, really. That's one thing I've been learning about. Giving people a chance, finding a reason to like a person. Which, to be honest, in today's social climate, that has been a wonderful exercise. It feels like it's the anti-cancel culture. Can I find a reason to like a person? Because you honestly often can. And 9 times out of 10, if you've got NPD, the reason you've decided not to like somebody is utter rubbish anyway. And that's if you've not split on them because you've also got BPD. It's all fun and games, this, isn't it? So that's just people. And the degree and the obtrusiveness with which it happens is actually quite alarming. You will walk into a room full of people and immediately, just everyone you can see, you've got a reason why they're shit. It might be a haircut. It might be what they've chosen to wear. If you're at a party, it's why they're dancing. It's who they're talking to. It's what they're drinking. It's their job. Everything. And everything revolves around being better or believing you are better than everybody else. And it's such bullshit. There's so many lies and so much self-delusion around this. And you have to pick on things that are personal because you are so easily torn down yourself. That's the vulnerable side of this particular marker. You're no better than anybody, right? You're just you. And quite frankly, you've got at least one personality disorder. How great are you doing? Right? I'm talking to me. So how dare I ever believe I'm better than somebody. How dare I be arrogant about things? But I'll find a way. And I'm training myself not to do this. Seriously, just walking into a room full of people. Stupid hair. Why are you wearing those shoes? What's in the bag? Come on. All of this. Driving down the street, you'll see people walking along, and you'll have something stupid to say about them. It's so unpleasant. And it presents itself when people are being nice to you. That's the real kicker with this, is that, look, when one of the things I have with the BPD is this fear that nobody likes me, this worry that nobody really wants me around, etc. That kind of thing. And of course that's not true. And of course there have been numerous instances in my life of people reaching out to me and making the effort. And on so many of those occasions, this NPD quality comes in and will shut that down right away. Now, so let me explain. I have a friend that is very into films. He knows I'm very into films. When I see him, he tries to talk to me about the films that he's seen. That's a perfectly normal and good human interaction, isn't it? Hello, friend. I know we have a common interest. Let's discuss that common interest. I'm happy to talk to you about it. That's called having a friend. That's a positive human interaction. That's the bit that the BPD is craving, is afraid would go away, is not real. But it's there. It's a real thing. It's happening. And so the NPD comes in and steps in and will shoot down everything positive a person says. Now that's shit. Why are you watching that film? Can't believe you like that, directed by that wanker who would just direct shit. And you'll go off on a tirade about whatever it was this person was just innocently trying to have a chat with you about. And how long do you expect people to want to go on making that effort when that's what you come back at them with? When you don't like anything and you can't be talked to positively about anything, you aren't somebody people ever really want to talk to. And I can't say I blame them, really. We're not pleasant, are we? It's not like, oh, get rich round. He always tells us how wrong we are about everything and why everything we like is shit. Yeah, that's not on everybody's fun Friday night list. Why should it be? Why would it be? What kind of say? As the old saying goes, I won't want to be a member of the club that would have me as a member. You know? Now, a way I've found of beginning to deal with this, and I'm only talking about the outward results, right? There are some of these markers break down into sort of two parts. There is the inward thought and the outward result of the inward thought, right? Some of them were only worried about the inward thought, you sort of lack of self-image and whatever. Some of them, there's just an inward thing that makes you feel bad. Some of them affect our outward behaviors. So in this case, you have the marker that is the compulsive derogation of everyone and everything, and the outward result of not enjoying everything, of arguing with everybody about everything. And this, you can think what you want internally. That's fine to a certain extent. There's only you has to deal with that. You're not affecting the outside world. The outward ones are what make things worse, I feel, are what make things worse for us. And so this is something I like to deal with first if I can, if not both things at the same time. What I started to do was write things down. And it's an immensely powerful thing. And I'm specifically saying write it down. Trust me, I'm the first person that would start making notes on his phone. Don't do that now. Write this down. Get a pen and a piece of paper. And write down a list of things that you like. Those things are in there. You've got things you like. I promise you'll find them, right? You might have to deep, but they're in there. And write those things down. Because those things might be an important part of who you are as a person. And getting in touch with that isn't going to do you any harm. And also it helps to have that concrete reminder that not everything is shit. You don't hate everything. You don't hate everyone. Write down a list of people you like. Write down a list, everything that you have positive feelings about. Write that down. I find it so useful. It might do nothing for you, but all I'm asking you to do is try writing some things down. Right? It's not like I'm telling you to stop taking meds. Don't stop taking your meds. Write it down. Carry it around with you if you like. I really don't see a problem with that. So that when you start to feel yourself hating everything, just have something you can draw upon, physical, something there that you can look at. Not just a page on your phone. It's really not the same thing. Believe me on this one, it's not the same thing. I've tried it. Give it a go. You'll come to my conclusion eventually. Trust me. Write things down. It helps a lot. I arrived at that with the BPD sort of lack of knowing who you are, lack of self-image, that sort of thing. Again, there it helps to write things down. What do I like? And this that drags you over to this. I think it's probably why the treatment for all of these is the same thing. One thing will affect another thing positively. Have things that physical link to something you can draw upon. I do recommend that a lot. I found that to be very useful. And also, try and find positives about those things that you think you hate. People especially, right? We'll, if this is something that's difficult, deal with hating all movies later, right? Let's start with people, because they're an important thing. And try not arguing with somebody where you might argue with someone. It sounds crazy. I'm really talking about will you just try not doing it? It's worth a go if you can catch yourself. Because again, we're always talking about correcting the incorrect behaviors. That's what so much of this is about. The incorrect behavior is constant arguing. It makes us obnoxious and undesirable to spend time with in any way. So try and find positives in something people are saying. Somebody's telling you about something you like and that they like and you don't. Maybe listen to them why. You might hear something you didn't know about. You see how you just lose out on stuff. And if there's somebody who's said something or done something that you don't like, try and find positives in people. It's the opposite of what the world seems to be wanting to do right now. It's now we give people one pass and you're out. And that's such a shit way of existing. It makes you so miserable. It puts everyone on edge. It's just so horrible. Try and be the opposite of that. Try and always look for positives in people. Don't just outright hate. Right? Look for those shades of grey. And that has helped me to sort of claw my way out of the deep, dark depths of thinking everything is shit. I still don't like Justin Bieber. That's all right. I'm never going to. Is he even still a thing? Am I that out of touch? Who am I not supposed to like now? You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.